trapped 5 days beneath the rock. The sky was a crisp blue when Alex Mason set out alone on the East Ridge Trail. He needed space, time away from the chaos of life, his job, the arguments, the endless buzz of a world that never paused. Out here, the silence was his sanctuary. He didn't tell anyone where he was going. He never did. Independence, he believed, meant not needing to explain himself. But nature has a way of reminding us how fragile we truly are. It happened in a blink. A sudden crack. The earth shifted beneath him, and before he could react, a rockslide swept through the narrow pass. Dust filled the air. Pain tore through his leg. When it cleared, he was no longer standing. A massive boulder, 400 kilograms at least, pinned his leg to the ground. He screamed, roared against the silence. He clawed at the rock, tried to push it, shove it, twist free. But it wouldn't move. His body trembled with panic, his breath quickened into gasps. No one came. Day 1. He tried everything, digging, leveraging his gear, but the rock wouldn't budge. The sun sank behind the ridge, and the cold set in like a silent predator. Hunger gnawed at him. Thirst whispered threats. As night fell, so did the first shadow of fear. In the dark, memories rose, his mother's voice echoing in his mind. Always tell someone where you're going, Alex. He closed his eyes and cursed himself. Day 2. He recorded a video on his dying phone. Alex Mason, trapped. East Ridge. Day 2, still alive. His voice cracked. The battery warning flashed. The red light blinked like a countdown. He saved the recording and turned the phone off. His water bottle was nearly empty. His leg throbbed. The pain was relentless, like fire in his bones. He rationed what he could. Half a capful, just enough to wet his mouth. When the sun returned, it burned him. When it left, the cold returned like a punishment. Day 3. He screamed at the sky. Is this it? Is this how I die? But the silence gave no answer. It never did. Somewhere deep inside the rage, something shifted. He stopped fighting, stopped flailing. He stared at the boulder pinning him, his prison, his teacher. You're always running, man, a friend had told him once. One day you'll have to sit with yourself. Now, there was no choice. He was forced to be still. Forced to face himself. He started talking to the rock. To the sky. To ghosts. Day 4. He hallucinated his mother. She sat beside him in the dark. Sorry, he whispered. I never said goodbye. She smiled softly. Then don't, she said. When he opened his eyes, she was gone. But something lingered, an ember of will, a reason to keep breathing. Day 5. The sun returned. His eyes cracked open slowly. He was barely conscious. Dry lips. Weak body. But then, a sound. A low, distant thrum. A helicopter. He reached for his torn shirt, tied it to a stick, and waved with everything left in him. The sound grew louder. The machine came into view. He laughed, ragged, broken laughter through cracked lips. 5 days, he whispered. I'm still here. Recovery. Weeks later, in a hospital bed, Alex Mason stared out the window. Reporters asked him what kept him alive. What gave him hope? He smiled faintly, the lines on his face deeper than before. His body broken, but his spirit whole in a way it had never been. I wasn't really alone, he said. For the first time in my life, I met myself.